like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Notre Dame coming. Another 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Get set, and go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. He makes the connection.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Trying to convert this second and short. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. He's off to the races. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Bringing the heat. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking for a big play. Fires the pass, intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball to force the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Escape. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Webb. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got him. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback. getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting him.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set. Ready.
On the run, it's Webb. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give. Smashes through. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Webb. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty down.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The throw to the outside is complete. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Right back to the well. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Got it.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They're going to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalry